This just got dark, heartbreaking, and absolutely jaw-dropping. Jason Lee S. The Jason Lee S. dropped a bombshell that has fans, doctors, and even Chrisean Rock's team in total panic. In a leaked live stream gone viral, Jason claimed to have exclusive access to confidential medical records tied to Chrisean Jr. On what he revealed. It's gut-wrenching. I didn't want to do this. But people need to know the truth about this child's condition. Y'all playing on the internet, but what's happening behind closed doors? Serious. It's life or death. Then he held up a blurry, redacted hospital document and read out words no one expected to hear on a public stream. Neurological trauma, underdeveloped system. Severe opioid traces. The live stream cut out just seconds later, but not before screenshots and screen recordings exploded across social media. Now fans are asking, is Chrisean Jr. okay? Was this medical neglect? And what does this mean for Chrisean Rock's future as a mother? We're breaking down everything Jason said, the leaked files, the fan reactions, and the devastating truth that may mean Chrisean Jr. won't survive. Before we break down what Jason Lee just exposed, we need to rewind because this wasn't some random outburst. This was brewing for months, and the signs, they were right in front of us the whole time. Let's talk about how we even got here. How Chrisean Rock, once known for her fiery personality, viral moments, and chaotic love story with Blueface, ended up at the center of a terrifying storm surrounding her own child's life. The birth that broke the interneti when Chrisean Jr. was born. It wasn't joy that flooded social media, was confusion, concern, and chaos. Live stream delivery, no Blueface in the room. A midwife screaming. In the background, Chrisean crying out not in joy, but in panic. Fans immediately noticed how frail the baby looked. He's not crying loud, one fan commented. Why isn't he opening his eyes fully? Another asked, but Chrisean. She brushed off the concern. He's perfect. He's mine. Don't worry about nothing. My baby's strong still. The whispers continued. The early red effigies days after his birth. Fans caught Chrisean live streaming again, this time holding her newborn while driving. Clip after clip went viral. Baby's head unsupported, Chrisean distracted, and yelling at someone on the phone, baby not properly strapped in a car. Even her supporters started asking, is she okay? Why isn't CPS doing anything? Where's the baby's medical team? Then came the first leaked photos. Private snap from what looked like a children's hospital NIC. The caption, he's strong, he's fighting. That's when fans realized something was wrong. Whispers of drug-exposed Retha. Most disturbing rumors began surfacing just 1 week into Chrisean Jr.'s life. Unverified, but persistent whispers that the baby may have been born with substances in his system. One insider, who claimed to work at the birthing center, tweeted, there was a toxicology alert at the time of birth. I can't say more or I'll lose my job. But y'all should really pray for that baby. Chrisean clapped back hard on IG. Y'all always talking like y'all know something. Mind y'all business. My baby clean. Don't play with me. The heat was already rising. The DNA diarrheas if things weren't messy enough. Fans were still unsure about the baby's paternity. Blueface had demanded a DNA test publicly. He tweeted, I need confirmation. Y'all not about to stick me with a check for someone else's mistake. That test never got confirmed publicly. What did go public was the way Chrisean continued to spiral. She went on live again, this time crying, I'm trying to be a mom, I'm doing my best, but I ain't got help. I ain't got peace. I got pressure. Viewers begged her to get off the stream and take care of herself, but Chrisean was adamant. Y'all gone, see? I'm raising a king. Yet, the more she said it, the more fans feared the truth was far from what she was claiming. Then came Jason Lee. Now here's where things turned deadly serious. Jason Lee Hollywood. Unlock's head honcho and one of the most connected media insiders in the game suddenly started dropping subtle hints in his podcast about Chrisean's parenting and her baby's health. He didn't say names at first, but the internet connected the dots fast. 1 week ago, he said some people in this industry should have never been allowed to become parents, and now an innocent child is suffering. But the truth will come out soon. I promise you that. And then yesterday, Jason went live and said the child's name. Chrisean Jr. Y'all been wondering why he hasn't been seen lately? Why there's no public checkups? Why everything's being hidden? It's because what's on that baby's medical chart will break you. And Johnny, break us, it did. In that live stream, Jason pulled out what looked like a redacted hospital report from a private facility in California. He claimed it was authenticated by an anonymous nurse who couldn't take the guilt anymore. The first few words he read: underdeveloped brainstem, abnormal neurological responses, trace levels of methadone, oxycodone. The chat went silent. Then it blew up. Is this even real? Chrisean needs to be investigated. Oh my God, not the baby. And the wildest part, the live was pulled down just 6 minutes later, but screenshots, clips, and audio captures had already gone viral. The entire internet is now asking the same chilling question. Did Chrisean Rock's baby even have a chance at life? If you thought Jason Lee holding up a medical report was explosive, you're not even ready for what happened next. Because after the live stream was mysteriously shut down 6 minutes of absolute mayhem, the full document started circulating in Telegram groups, Reddit threads, and Discord servers tied to celebrity gossip. And the words written on that page, they weren't just disturbing, they were devastating. Let's break it down. The full report. Severe neonatal abstinence syndrome allegedly coming from an LA-based children's care facility. The leaked form, though redacted in places clearly listed, patient name. Redacted but confirmed to be male, date of birth, matching Chrisean Jr.'s primary condition. Neonatal abstinence syndrome, NAS. Additional notes. Symptoms consistent with prenatal opioid exposure. Exhibiting withdrawal signs, tremors, vomiting, respiratory distress. The most harrowing sentence. Due to extended in utero exposure, prognosis is poor. Permanent cognitive damage likely. Survival past early childhood is uncertain. Let that sink in. Jason wasn't exaggerating. He was reading word for word a documented life-altering diagnosis for a child who hasn't even learned to crawl yet. And if that wasn't shocking enough, it only got worse. Social media loses CIO and tarot within an hour. Chrisean Jr. was trending #1 on Twitter, not because people were showing love, but because they were in utter disbelief. Some fans tried to deny it. This is fake. Y'all reaching, Jason clout chasing? Others weren't so sure. He showed the whole doc. That was a hospital watermark. If this is fake, it's very elaborate. And then came the videos. Multiple accounts reposted clips of Chrisean acting erratically while holding the baby, screaming on live, slurring words, walking barefoot in public with no baby carrier. Even her most loyal fans began to panic. I don't know anymore. I defended her for months, but this is too much. The voice note that shook fans, but the real dagger came from an anonymous nurse who allegedly worked in the NICU unit where Chrisean Jr. was temporarily admitted after birth. The voice note was posted to a gossip YouTube page and had over 2 million views in 8 hours. In the clip, the woman, voice disguised, said, "I wasn't going to speak on this, but that baby was not okay when he arrived. There were signs of drug withdrawal. He was shaking, couldn't latch. His breathing was uneven, and the mother was all over the place." She went further. "We were ordered to keep it discreet. High-profile patient, but we knew that child is suffering. And unless he gets 24/7 specialized care, he may not survive past infancy." This wasn't drama anymore. This was turning into a national crisis in real time. Blueface's response: heartless or calculated? With the entire internet crumbling over this report, everyone turned to one person: Blueface. Would the man who once called Chrisean his soulmate step in? Speak up, Johnny. When he did, he chose violence. He tweeted, "Told y'all, she ruined that baby before he even had a chance." That's her karma, not mine. The comment section lit up. How dare you talk about your own child like that? Even if you're not the dad, this is disgusting. You're just as guilty. You knew what she was on, but Blueface. He wasn't backing down. He followed up. "I tried to get custody. Y'all seen the paperwork? It wouldn't listen. Now the truth leaking and everybody want to cry. Let the internet raise him like they raised her. Cold, ruthless, and proof that this child was caught in a crossfire that wasn't about love. It was about revenge. Chrisean's first RSPONS in the middle of all this chaos. Chrisean finally broke her silence. She went live on Instagram, but not from home, not from a hospital, from a friend's house, hair wrapped up, face visibly swollen from crying. And y'all, she looked exhausted. She started by clapping back. "Y'all got Jason Lee out here lying on my baby. That ain't his. Medical records? That's cap. I love my son. He's fine. He's strong. He breathing, he eating, he got a heartbeat. It's all that matters." But when someone in the comments asked directly, was he born with opioids in his system? She paused, visibly shook, then said, "I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was going through stuff, but I did what I could to protect him. I wasn't perfect, but I love my baby." That was all she said before cutting the stream. The first twist, Jason drops a second page, just when. Fans thought things couldn't get darker, Jason returned. Not in another live stream, but in a post on his private Instagram story, captured by thousands before it disappeared. It showed a second leaked page, allegedly from the same hospital file. This one included a list of prescribed medications, a redink note from a pediatric specialist, and its chilling line: "Consider long-term palliative care consultation." For those who don't know, palliative care doesn't mean healing. It means comfort during terminal illness. Fans lost it. WAIT. Are they saying he's dying? Why hasn't Chrisean addressed this? How did Jason get this? Cliffhanger. The court case nitrogen monoxide one saw COMINJA at the end of that post. Jason added one more line. "Oh, and y'all thought CPS was playing. Court date coming. Talks filed, buckle up." That's right. Sources say Child Protective Services is now actively involved, and legal documents have been submitted to begin an emergency custody hearing. The judge will allegedly determine whether Chrisean is fit to continue parenting Chrisean Jr. or if the baby will be removed from her care altogether. And the craziest part, there's a name on that filing we did not expect: Teseki, Chrisean's own sister. This isn't just family drama. This is a full-blown war, and we're only getting started. Just when the internet thought it had seen the worst, Teseki entered the chat, and she didn't hold back. Because, out of nowhere, Chrisean's own flesh and blood, her big sister, her former defender, the one who once fought trolls on her behalf, dropped the bombshell no one could have predicted. "I'm not gone, stay quiet no more. That baby ain't safe." And just like that, the drama went nuclear. Let's break down how this entire situation erupted overnight, and how one voice note, one courtroom document, and one secret sibling betrayal might be the final nail in the coffin for Chrisean Rock's custody battle. Teseki's exposed live. I'm tired of covering for her. It started with a late-night TikTok live. Only 200 viewers at first. But by the time it ended, were watching Teseki, hair-wrapped, pacing back and forth in what looked like a hotel bathroom, had rage in her eyes and pain in her voice. Y'all want to know the truth? I knew something was wrong. I saw that baby twitching. I asked her, what's going on? And she said, he just colicky. Nah, she went further. That baby would cry for hours. He'd stop breathing sometimes. What'd she do? She'd leave him on the bed and go back to her life like everything was normal. Viewers were stunned. Comments flew in. Oh my God, why didn't you say something before? Wait, you mean she ignored medical emergencies? Why are you covering this up until now? Tesaki snapped back. Because that's my sister. But now it's past that. It's a human life. And if I gotta choose between loyalty and doing what's right, I'm choosing that baby. Boom! That was it. The moment everything shifted, leaked court document emergency. Custody hearing. CHEDL leads as soon as Taseki's live hit the neighborhood talk. Jason Lee reposted it with this caption. Told y'all I wasn't the only one who knew. Court docs coming soon. And oh boy did they come early next morning. A sealed but partially redacted emergency filing was posted to a private legal gossip forum. Headed petition for emergency protective custody. Chrisean M. Jr. Filed by Tesaki M. Malone. Reason: immediate medical neglect and unsafe household environment. Witnesses: anonymous hospital staff and direct family statements. Court date to be held within 72 hours due to risk level. Yanni ... This wasn't a game anymore. The government was now stepping in. And guess what? They listed Jason Lee as one of the witnesses. That's right. Jason wasn't just leaking. He was getting ready to testify. The baby bottle clip that went viral, now this. This is the moment fans stopped arguing. Because while Chrisean was busy clapping back at everyone on Twitter, an old video clip resurfaced and it's horrifying. In the 11-second clip, Chrisean is on live, holding her baby, looking distracted. The baby is screaming, but she keeps arguing with someone off camera. Then she says, he don't want this bottle. He's spoiled already. She shakes the bottle and viewers notice it's filled with juice. Not formula, not milk, not water. Grape juice, fed to a newborn. A pediatric nurse stitched the video on TikTok and said, absolutely not. This is dangerous. You do not give juice to a baby under 12 months. Their kidneys can't handle that. The comments were filled with rage. This ain't parenting. This is child endangerment. Why hasn't CPS stepped in yet? Y'all let this woman play mommy on camera for clout. Industry voices join in. Nicki, Megan, and even Blueface's mom. This is when the entire culture started. Chiming in, Nicki Minaj in her now famous Queen radio spaces said, we gotta do better as a culture. If we see someone drowning in fame, we gotta throw them a lifeline, not a camera. Megan Thee Stallion posted on X, formerly Twitter, sending love to the innocent baby. Some of y'all too concerned with clout. A child needs peace. And then came Blueface's mom, Carlisand. She didn't hold back. Y'all blamed me for everything. But I told y'all Chrisean wasn't ready to be a mom. I told y'all, but y'all loved the chaos too much. Now look, she ended her post with the hashtag Justice for Chris, EANGR, that started a movement. Shocking reveal. Jason says baby Jr. may not survive the YAR, and a chilling follow-up post on Hollywood unlocks Instagram. Jason shared an anonymous message from a supposed hospital staffer based on his current development level. Lack of proper nutrition and delayed motor function. The baby is unlikely to make it to his first birthday unless immediate intervention is taken. No sugarcoating, no guessing. Just pure doom. Jason captioned it, "This isn't a roast. This isn't drama. This is a call to action. Somebody has to save this child." And the craziest part, Chrisean still didn't deny it. She just said, "Y'all want my baby to die so bad?" That's evil. Cliffhanger, who is trying to adopt Chrisean Jr. But Johnny, wait till you hear this. A leaked audio recording from the courthouse captured by an anonymous source caught a shocking statement made by the judge. "We've received an informal inquiry from a public figure willing to take full custody of the child pending parental termination. Rumors are swirling that it might be Tina Knowles." Yes, Beyoncé's mom, apparently. She's part of a quiet network of celebs that work to protect endangered children in high-profile situations. And multiple insiders say she has already reached out to attorneys involved in the case. If that's true, Chrisean Jr. might go from reality show chaos to royalty-level protection. But nothing's confirmed yet. The world didn't just react. It erupted after the Jason Lee documents Tessa Key's explosive betrayal. And that hospital leak that left even the most loyal fans speechless. The entire culture split in half. It wasn't just gossip anymore. It wasn't just drama. This had become a full-blown culture war, and everyone had something to say. Hashtag pray for Chrisean versus. Hashtag Chrisean must be stopped too. Hashtags started trending globally, both completely at odds. Hashtag pray for Chrisean was filled with heartbreak. Fans sharing baby photos, TikToks of his earliest moments, clips where he giggled or grabbed her finger. Some posted candle emojis, others offered spiritual healing, and many just begged for a miracle. No child deserves this. It's not his fault. He didn't choose this life. God, protect that baby. But then there was the flip side. Hashtag Chrisean must be stopped wasn't sympathetic. It was ruthless. Y'all let this train wreck go too far. That baby is fighting for his life while she's out here chasing clout. She don't need counseling. She needs consequences. Even mothers began posting videos holding their own babies, saying, "This is what a 1-month-old should look like. Look at her baby. This ain't right." And the video comparisons, they were brutal. Side-by-sides showing Chrisean Jr. lying stiffly versus healthy newborns moving freely. Mothers narrating how they could tell something was wrong just from his body language. Celebrities began taking sides, shocking. Elijah Neem and some of the biggest names in music and reality TV started to take a side. Cardi B, who had once defended Chrisean, stunned fans with a now-deleted tweet. "Some of y'all don't deserve motherhood. I said what I said." That tweet alone got 4 million views in 2 hours. And fans quickly realized she had unfollowed Chrisean on IG. Cardi's fan base turned it into a warning. If Cardi walked away, something ain't right. Saucy Santana, however, stood by Chrisean, y'all picking and choosing. Half y'all mamas was on drugs too. But now y'all want to play perfect. Miss me. He later clarified, "I'm not saying what she did was okay. No, but don't act like she's the first. Nah, don't act like the internet ain't part of what broke her." This led to a massive clash between fan bases, with entire Twitter spaces titled, "Should Chrisean lose custody or get help?" That lasted 12 hours straight. Major news outlets pick it up Chris on Rock under investigation by this point. The drama had escaped the celebrity blogs and TikTok circles. CNN's headline. Reality star Chrisean Rock under fire. Amidst shocking allegations of infant neglect, Fox News went more brutal. Chrisean Rock, social media star or unfit mother. The Shade Room, TMZ, and the Jasmine brand ran minute-by-minute updates. Bloggers flooded YouTube with what we know so far videos, many crossing millions of views within a day. Jason Lee even did a sit-down on The Breakfast Club where Charlemagne, visibly disturbed, said, "This ain't funny no more. This ain't mess. This is a child possibly dying. Where's the line?" And when DJ Envy tried to lighten the mood with a joke, Charlemagne cut him off. "Nah, this ain't that type of segment." The fans turn on her from supporters to critics. Chrisean's most loyal fan pages started going dark. Accounts that used to post daily updates of her music, live streams, or baby pics began deleting posts. One popular fan page with 180K followers posted, "We can't in good conscience keep supporting this. We hope she gets help. But we won't be a part of the silence anymore. Another went more raw. We saw the signs. We ignored them. That baby deserves better. Doctors and child psychologists joined the CIO and clinical professionals began weighing in. A viral TikTok video from a pediatrician broke down the leaked symptoms: shaking, troubled breathing, delayed reflexes. Those are clear signs of withdrawal. This isn't rumor, this is textbook. That child is in pain. Child therapists began warning the public that neglect in the first year of life can lead to irreversible damage. Cliffhanger: where is Chrisean Jr. now? And finally, the biggest question of them all: where is the baby right now? No new photos, no new lives, no Instagram stories. The baby was last seen in a blurry screenshot from 3 days ago, being carried in a blanket, not in a car seat. Headed toward what fans believe was a family court facility, Jason Lee posted a single cryptic tweet: he's somewhere safe, for now. But for now is never permanent. And with court looming, Jason's next post teased the final twist we've all been waiting for. Just when you thought it couldn't get any darker, nastier, or more twisted, Jason Lee dropped the nuclear bomb that nitrogen monoxide 1 was ready for. Forget the medical report. Forget the juice bottle. Forget Teskey's betrayal. Because now, it's the paternity that's being questioned. And what just leaked has the entire internet screaming. Leaked DNA request. The father may not be who we think. Late last night, Hollywood Unlocked posted a blurred image of what appeared to be a DNA test request form. The names on the form: Chrisean Malone, baby Jr., and under alleged father, not Blueface. Instead, the name was heavily redacted, but fans zoomed, screenshot, and enhanced. And based on multiple Reddit sleuths and Twitter detectives, it's allegedly a man named Jeremiah T., someone not connected to the music industry. Jason Lee added fuel by tweeting, "Y'all so focused on Blueface? But the baby don't even belong to him. That's why she's spiraling. She about to lose the baby and the lie, just like that." It's the entire narrative flipped. Blueface reacts, "I told y'all I wanted a test." Out of nowhere, Blueface Yes from jail posted a reaction through his Instagram account run by his mom. The caption: "I've been said I needed proof. Look how y'all dragged me. She played me. Y'all played me. Let's see what y'all say when that test come out." The jail post even included a screenshot from an old tweet where Blueface said, "That baby don't look like me. Y'all just forcing it." And now fans are circling back like WAIT. So he was right the whole time. Chrisean really lied. About this baby's daddy? This just broke my brain. Who is Jeremiah? The real father might be Chrisean's ex-fling. Insider Blog started reporting that the redacted name was possibly Jeremiah Thomas, a low-key Baltimore promoter who allegedly dated Chrisean right before her public reunion with Blueface. Receipts. Allegedly. Yes, one screenshot showed a German mark. From 2022, "Jeremiah, you really gone act like that night didn't happen? Chrisean, it was one time. Don't be messy. Johnny, ... one time." That's all it takes. The courtroom is about to erupt, so now the stakes are higher than ever. CPS is building a case. Jason Lee is testifying. Teskey turned on her own blood. And now Blueface's legal team is demanding a court-ordered DNA test to be included in the custody hearing. If it turns out that Chrisean lied about paternity and has a child in medical danger, she could lose everything, not just custody, but her entire public image, her brand, her deals, and maybe even her freedom. Cliffhanger: the DNA test is coming, but who's paying for IT? Here's the final gag that Jason left fans with. You want to know the real kicker? The DNA test? It's being funded by a label. That's right. Word on the street is that a major music label is paying for the DNA test, not out of kindness, but because they want to sign the baby for a reality show deal. Yes, a baby. Chrisean Jr. may be at the center of the most twisted reality. Deal in history. Jason closed his final live stream with one chilling sentence: "The baby might not survive, but the drama definitely will." And now, it's time, y'all. This story is more than scandal. It's a tragedy unfolding in real time. And now the world is watching with bated breath. From Jason Lee's medical bombshells, to Tessiki flipping the script on her own sister, to Blueface's savage "I told y'all so" moment. And now a DNA test that could blow everything apart. This ain't just a messy headline anymore. It's a child's life. It's a mother's reckoning. And it's a cultural storm with no sign of slowing down. But we need to hear from Yutha, real ones who stayed till the end. Sound OFF in the comments right now. Do you believe Chrisean lied about who the baby daddy really is? Should CPS permanently remove Chrisean Jr. from her care? Is Blueface truly innocent or just playing his cards right? And most importantly, can Chrisean ever recover from this? Smash that like button if this left your jaw on the floor. Subscribe for more explosive celebrity truth bombs because, trust us, Johnny, the next update is coming faster than anyone expected. Insiders are already whispering about a second baby, possible intervention live on camera, and leaked audio that could put someone in handcuffs. So turn those notifications on, because when the next twist drops, you'll want to be the first to hear it. Until then, pray for Chrisean Jr., question everything, and stay ready. This isn't just drama, it's survival. Hashtag Save Chris, EANGR. Hashtag Jason Lee leaks. Hashtag DNA shock. Hashtag Blueface was right. CP's investigation. Hashtag Chrisean exposed. Hashtag TeaseHKI speaks. Hashtag Hollywood unlocked. Hashtag next bomb coming. Bomb coming.